Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Potionomics. We are starting out day 13, I believe. Things to take note of: Muktuk's favorite holiday. Increased relationships, we'll want to take care of that. Ocean is not good for mint today. No, it is good. Increased loot drops. Good. So although we don't have the cold tonics yet. Increased value for enhancers. Okay. Well, first we'll deal with our potions, of course. They should both be ready. So 4 greater health potions sounds amazing. And in our other cauldron, just 2 of these, but these were the ones we needed for our request. With 830 gold, we're going to be so rich. So, yeah. Oh, it says mana potion. I'm just like, let's just toss one into each box. Okay, thunder tonic, mana potion, alertness enhancer. There you go. So yeah, worth 50, 56, 89, etc. Getting 800 gold for it. It's so good. Thank you, random stranger. So we do still have these required. They need the 4th. And yeah, we got 1 day left for the poison cure for Quinn. But it's graders for only 385. I mean, it does boost relationship, but still. Alright, and for Zid, at least I'm assuming your name is Zid because that was the reward. We need to give you a grader, which, you know, it's a lot. It's worth 101 gold. But at least all we have are 0-star potions. We're not giving away like a 5-star or something. Sure, here you go, Zid. Unlock Zid.
So many feathers. I wonder if owls ever go bald.
Sylvia, you are one talented witch.
You have a interesting travel method. If you can just summon a coffin and appear out of it, because that's what that looked like to me. How did you have trouble with paparazzis?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
I'm traveling in style these days. Makes it easier to avoid nosy journalists without having to duck into random shops.
Yeah, good call.
Although I'm awfully glad I ducked into yours. The potion you sent me was out of this world.
It also had a positive trait.
I'm glad you liked it.
Did I ever? My vocal cords are still thrumming with energy. I even mesmerized a heckler in the middle of my set. I feel like I could take on a monster.
Maybe you should put that to the test. I hear the guild is recruiting.
I mean, depends if this fantasy world, bards are adventurers.
And do you think I have what it takes to go out there and be a hero?
I mean, if you want to.
I'm not sure. Making music is my calling. It's who I am. But I'll admit, the idea has me intrigued.
I don't want you to go out and get yourself killed.
I'm Sid, by the way. I should have introduced myself before.
Nice to meet you officially, Sid. Although...
Okay, so they're pronouncing the X more like an S, just Sid. Good to know.
I suddenly can't shake the feeling that I know you from somewhere.
Well, you might, actually. My stage name is Sidriel.
Your real name is Sid and your stage name is Sidriel? I guess if you're not really trying to hide, but it seems like you are trying to hide. You would think you'd keep those names a bit farther apart.
Wait, no. Are you the Sidriel? Superstar singer Sidriel?
The blush. We've got a fan here.
One and the same.
But keep it under wraps, if you don't mind.
So you're a superstar, but you're thinking about going out and just killing monsters for fun without experience or practice doing that?
Trying to keep a lower profile these days.
You're doing a good job. I don't think I ever would have seen through your disguise.
Well, now I want to see what Sidriel looks like.
Funny to think of this look as a disguise. This is the real me. From my point of view, Sidriel feels more like the disguise.
Fair.
My usual look is calculated for mass appeal. Bottle blonde hair, lip gloss, and a very reasonable number of piercings.
I can understand that if you are bottle blonde, you would definitely look quite different.
Turns out, left to my own devices, I've got a freak flag that needs to be flown. The fact that people don't recognize me is a nice bonus.
And the guy you were avoiding the other day...
A paparazzo chasing a rumor. Thanks to you, he didn't get a good look at me. So for now, I'm flying under the radar. I get the enjoyment of playing music for the Heroes Guild.
So you're a superstar musician who flies under the radar playing music as a bard in the Heroes Guild. You would think they would recognize you still. I don't think a change of hair color and piercings is gonna... I don't know.
Without the pressure that comes from being known, I guess.
Well, your secret is safe with me.
Also, it didn't take you long to share your secret. If that's common, it's not gonna be secret for very long.
I had a feeling, Sylvia. You just got one of those faces. And your gift was so thoughtful. I didn't like the idea of lying to you after that.
Oh, well thank you.
You should come by the guild hall sometime. We could hang out. Until then, stay cool.
So is she going to be a second adventurer like Mint? Or we can just send her out on missions? Alright. Well, first of all, I want to change out my cauldrons, because I forgot to put the shadow cauldron in, and it's way better than this clay cauldron. Now, let's get to brewing. So, potion-wise, we've got a healthy selection of healing potions, some mana, not a ton, and then a random assortment of other things. If we do want to hit up the ocean place, because it has good drops for the next 2 days, we'll need ice tonics, which will take red and blue, though I should also consider whether I'm going to do these. 2 commons for 385 is not bad. I would just have to... I mean, it would take the time slots, though, unfortunately. That's the real cost. At least doing the greater potion for Quinn, I could make 2 of them at the same time. So it would just use up a single cauldron. This would use up 2 cauldrons for the time slots to make them. And they're just common, which means I'm not even making anything valuable. Alright, let's see if we have anything with that 5th positive trait. We do. Gives lots of green. What is involved in the poison cure? None green. Are you serious? Okay, sorry Quinn, we just can't make that happen. The 27 green is going to be real hard to balance out. What about our 4th? We just have you. Lots of red. And that's wanted for... I keep clicking the wrong thing. Here. For the fire tonic and the sight enhancer. Does that... do those work with red? So the sight enhancer does take red. And the fire tonic also takes red. So we could technically work on that. No, I think it'll just be... I think I'm going to let both of those expire. I think it'll be a better use of my time to build the minor ice tonic, although hopefully better than minor. As always, I'm looking at the wrong ingredients. We want A and D, red and blue. And switch by highest measurements. Also, which cauldron am I in at the moment? Let's go with glass so I can use more ingredients. Okay, and then I just need a lot of blue. So what gives me tons of blue? You do. Alright, and just 4 more red? If I'm mathing that correctly. Ah, come on. Smallest red we've got is this 6. I was not mathing it correctly. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so that's perfectly balanced. It's already greater. We're gonna get all the way up to 3 stars. Well, 2 to 3 stars, rather. Any positive traits? No. Okay. Let's speed it up. Before I start that brew, maybe it'll be... I should see when we can get a second potion done. So if that one's going to be my ice, and I'm not going to care about getting these for our other request, what else do I actually need? We've got tons of the lightning, right? Yeah. So I definitely don't need more of those. More sight enhancers is certainly an idea. More mana, actually. We're down to 2. And if we want to keep Mint and potentially Zid going out, having lots of health potion as the mana potions on hand will be good. That's the call. Alright, so in this case we're wanting green and yellow. You have green and yellow. Ideally, since the number of potions is based on the number of measurement or number of ingredients, I should probably do my best to just pull off this balance with just 6 ingredients, unless the 7th can push me over into a new tier. Let's see. So that's going to go too far. And then I would need 12 more? I hate doing math on screen. I'm so bad at it. I mean, that's the 12 I need, but it's probably expensive because it's also giving a positive trait. And if I'm planning to give these away mostly, although not necessarily, I could theoretically sell some. Oh, that was 12 yellow. I need 12 green. That's entirely the wrong direction. Yeah, no. Because that's lots of yellow, right? No, that's lots of green. That actually does do what I need. Okay. No, we're good. And we're almost maxed out on the magimins we can... No, we're not. Max is 255. I was seeing that. Anyway, we're going to guaranteed get the stars we need to go up a tier, so we're fine. We don't actually really gain anything by using more ingredients. So I could use hay. That would mean both potions would finish in 4 time slots. So when we got to evening, or night, or whatever that time is, we would yeah, we'd be able to get our brews and then start a new set. I'm fine with that. I could speed it up again. Maybe, but I don't know that I would gain much from that. So let's start you. Go to our other cauldron. I can't brew? Why not? You're already going. Why are you not brewable? Alright, let's back out and go back in? I'm confused. Yeah, there, now we can click brew. Unsure why that was not working. Excellent, so those will both be done in 2 time slots. I'm thinking we go out, travel for this first time slot to get ingredients, send out our adventurers, etc. And then rank up with someone. Maybe even Muktuk, because he's ready. He'll get extra relationship. Where am I at on relationships? You're at 3. Muktuk is at 2. 3 for Saffron. Right, we need to see what Luna's about. I guess the only ones we're at 3 with are Quinn and Saffron. So we could rank up any of them. Besides those 2. Okay, yeah, let's travel. Try and rank up with someone. That'll be our 2 time slots. Come back, open the shop. And then our brews will be ready and we might open the shop again. We'll see. Yeah, Zid's here. Let's start out with getting our ingredients and then going to Quinn. And then we'll decide about sending adventurers out. I apparently didn't send you out yet. Alright. What about Baptiste? Okay, we do have ingredients from you. Snapping turtle shells. Mote of mana, pure mana. It's 15 in all 5. I have no idea how we would find a use for that, but it's 75 Magimins. That's crazy. Alright, that's a pretty good green. And the price isn't bad for 30 Magimins. I'll take a handful of those. You are also pretty good. You aren't as good because you're giving that positive trait. I'll take 1 in case I haven't gotten them yet for Quinn. And we'll go to Quinn. Even getting the pure mana, which is super valuable, I'm sure. We can actually rank you up to level 4 already. That's incredible. I guess with Quinn taken care of... No, we still need to shop. I should also see what Muktuk needs to level up. Well, I can't level up. We brought the cauldrons with us. Never mind. That one's worth 105. Whoa. It does give E, though. That's our first purple. Yes, it sucks your blood, but at least it doesn't buzz in your ear. Mosquito plant. Okay. I'll take some of these. They're not that expensive for 40 Magimins. Let's see. Kind of looking at anything with negative traits because they're fairly cheap. And nothing's on a good deal, right? I thought there was. I thought one of the events was supposed to be having things on a good deal, but maybe not. I shouldn't go too far out on spending money. We got lots of green. We'll be able to make potions. Maybe not all the things we need, but I kind of want to still have time to swing by Saffron and Muktuk to look into buying their stuff before I waste all my money. So first of all, we need to buy more fuel. It's a lot of money spent, but fuel, I think, is going to be critical to allow us to just get more and more stuff done. Okay, if I wanted an additional shelf, it would cost 300, and then ingredients I already have. Another cauldron is just money that I don't have. I think opening another shelf would be nice. I would also have to buy the other shelf, but that's doable. I still need to send out my adventurer/adventurers. So maybe we hold off on that. I can rank you up as well. Wow. Muktuk, what do you need? Oh, I was going to say to level up the cauldrons. I still can't find that out because we don't have the cauldrons with us. I wish I could see that here. Like, he knows what cauldrons I have. Just tell me what it'll take to level them up. Yes, I don't have them on me at the moment, but that's fine. So if I wanted a second shelf or even a show shelf to increase prices, which certainly has value, costs $270, but it raises the prices for everything, including extra for the basic potions. I'm gonna do it. I think it's a reasonable investment. Right, this is the show shelf, yeah. No, that's the showcase. That would have just been another shelf. I almost made a mistake there. We're wanting showcases. What showcases do I have available? Just this one. Which is primarily for tonics. And I definitely would prefer the ones that give the 15% increase, rather than buying a lower tier showcase. But you take... Oh, you take weird ingredients. Like that wood over there, I assume is a special fuel that we haven't found yet from the storm area. So I'm wondering if these are also weird fuels. Like the one on the left. And then the right being an ingredient. Okay, I don't have any of that stuff. We could get more shelves, though. Like the proper shelves. Those are just money. I don't know if I'd want a second potion one, because right now we have a potion shelf. So maybe it would be smarter to get either a tonic or an enhancer shelf. Though we don't have space for a second shelf, so at the moment, it doesn't help us. I guess that's the thing to keep in mind. It's $270 for a new shelf. And I don't remember what it was for the upgrade, but I think it was like 200-ish. So if we say it's like nearly 500, less than 500, I'm rounding, to get both, we could technically do it. And then I don't think there's anything I can get from Quinn that would help me with leveling up my gear. Okay. We're going to rank up with you, but I want to send out my adventurers first, before I run out of money. Hey, you found me. Yes, I did. There's not enough time to rank up with everyone. Unless I didn't go back home. I was planning to open the shop, like, travel, hang out, then shop. But I could have this be a day more of just leveling people up. But we definitely need to send you out. I've been making ingredients so that you can go to the Storm Plains. Let's make that happen. So we've got common or greater. What does common do for you? It doesn't fully get rid of everything. Greater really reduces the threat. If we gave you greater mana, that would get you to 6, which is what you need. And then 4, 12, 18, 24. You're currently at 16. So you need 8 more, 9 more, because you've got to be at least 1 health. So that would get you there. I could toss in the Sight Enhancer to get even more loot, which I'm not opposed to. Costs 200 gold. Yeah, that's what screwed us over last time, is I forgot I needed to fund the adventurers, so I spent all of my money on Quinn. Excellent. You're left over with 2 health, which is perfect balance. Just the right amount of mana. Yeah, it's costing a lot of good potions and a lot of gold. But I'm hoping she comes back with some great stuff from this. In 4 time units. So theoretically we could come back tonight, but I think we're gonna shop. Like run the shop. So probably tomorrow morning. Alright, hammer time. Let's check out Zid.
Hey, Sylvia, you found me.
I did.
I was hoping you would, because I've got news. Big news. Momentous, life-changing news.
Alright.
How's that for hype? My manager would be so proud.
I'm proud of you, too.
I'm definitely curious.
I'll cut right to it. I've been thinking about how supercharged I was on your potion, and about how you said that I might have what it takes to be a hero.
I mean, I think you do, if you want to.
So I decided to give it a shot. I've officially joined the Heroes Guild.
Can you imagine if something happened to her as a hero? Like if she actually got killed, and people just suddenly wondered where their superstar went? I mean, I hope not. You'll have more fun. Won't you miss singing?
Won't you miss making music? I thought that was your calling.
That is what you said.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not giving that up. Not for anything.
Okay.
The heroing is more of a side gig. It might seem completely disconnected from my music career, but that's not really true.
Assuming you write your own songs and your music's based off of your life, this could give you new avenues of music.
All of the most popular songs are about heroic exploits, after all.
Also true.
You have to figure that having a few exploits of my own will help me connect with the material, help me sell the emotion behind it.
Yeah, I figure in this world where there's actual heroes and actual adventuring, magic and whatnot, lots of music would be about that. So this makes total sense. Sounds like a good idea. What about romantic exploits? I mean, we flirt with everyone and she's cute.
What about romantic exploits? Any plans there?
Well, I'm single at the moment. Guess I'll have to see who catches my eye, won't I? Assuming I have time for that sort of thing. Banter aside, I've got to keep my skills sharp. Baptiste still wants me playing here as much as possible, and it took some work to convince him that I could swing both responsibilities at once.
I mean, Baptiste thinks you're overdoing it being a hero and a bard for the guild, and he doesn't even know that you are also a world-famous superstar. So, yeah.
How do you win him over?
Same as always. I made my case. In the form of a song.
The guild's got a singer, a real go-getter. Her shows are great, but they'd be better if she were a hero. So come on, won't you let her?
Once he started humming that to himself, I knew I had him. Maybe that's a lesson you can use. The surest way to win people over is with a little jingle.
I mean, it's help marketing for ages. We just make a little jingle for our... yeah. For our shop. Next card played costs 2 patience less. At the cost of 1 patience? Ugh. I mean, technically it helps, but it's using up a card slot and it's only really saving us 1 patience. I don't know about that one.
I'll keep it in mind during my own song and dance.
Good. After all, merchants are performers too. At least, the good ones are.
Thanks.
I'm glad you dropped in on me, Sylvia. And I hope you'll keep me in mind for all your heroing needs. I'm green, but I'm eager.
You seem more blue to me.
Oh, and I'm affordable too.
I like that.
Now that's music to my ears.
Because I just spent 200 on mint. Alright, first of all, gifts, because we can't rank up with you yet. So, you like bugs according to my cheat sheet. That is strange. But who am I to say no to your interest in bugs? So here is a rotfly larva just for you. Heck yeah, awesome gift. I'm glad you like that larva. Where do you need me, boss? Oh, so we can send you out as well to even the high-ranking areas, even though you're just a level 1? Like, if I sent you here, I can take care of myself out there, I'm pretty sure. You only have 9 health. You have 6 mana to start, though. You're level 7. Okay, you are not super green. You could only hold 20 loot. So mint can carry more. Not that I think we've ever approached that limit. And I won't need to give you mana potions, but you will need more health. Interesting. I don't know if I need both of them here, but I don't really have a lot of better choices. I could send her to the poison swamp or the fire area. But we're going to be getting better loot from these regions. So let's say I did give you that and one of our big health potions. You've already got the mana you need. How does that do on its own? I could math it, but I'm lazy. That is enough. Let me get my hair wet. We don't have a sight enhancer for you, but it's only costing 2 potions. Granted, it's a greater health. I think we use just a common for mint. Ooh, you have a tolerance for 5 potions as well. That's another difference between you and mint. Same cost. You said you were cheap. Come on. Yes, let's send you out. I guess we'll find out if there's any consequences of both of them adventuring in the same region at the same time. Rock on. Alright, with all that in mind, Right, we still need to check out Luna. What can I do for you, Sylvia? First gift. You like fruit. Which was you? We'll give you one of these. Hold on, I've got to get a pic of this. Sure. Purchase marketing plans to create events that increase your potion's value. So what does this actually mean? Ice tonic campaign. Temporarily increases the base price of ice tonics. Okay. So if we know what we're making and we want specific things to improve. Ice tonics, sound trait, or thunder tonic. It'll trigger on the next day. So yeah, it's not for today. I mean, I did just make a batch of ice tonics. And while I'll probably want to use one for Mint and one for Sid, I could sell the other two tomorrow. It's only 35 gold. I'll go for it. Decisive, I like it. Thanks. I don't think we need anything with Roxanne. I think we're ready to rank up. So let's go to Muktuk. And rank up with him. It occurs to me that maybe I should have ranked up with some of the new people that I have that are back at rank 1. But it's Muktuk's favorite holiday, so I figure we need to hang out with you. And then maybe give him a gift afterwards. I'm pleased to have you here. Pleased to be here as well.
Have we not worked hard in recent days, Sylvia? Do we not wear perspiration upon our brows?
We have.
We do.
Right you are! And it is therefore time for that most delightful of all breaks. An ice cream break!
I approve. I don't eat ice cream nearly as much as I should.
I am so on board with this.
Muktuk has evidently made his selections in advance. When it's his turn, he requests 2 scoops, 1 mint chocolate chip and 1 buttered prawn.
It is an odd combination, I know, but I find the complementary colors nearly as enjoyable as the treat itself.
I definitely don't factor colors in very much when choosing ice cream flavors.
Interesting. I don't usually think about the colors.
Same. It's the flavors.
A snack is best when it engages all our senses, and I know of what I speak.
I mean, he's not wrong. We keep track of the 5 senses in regards to the potions we sell, which is crazy, because I would think taste, maybe smell, but apparently people care about what it sounds like, the texture. Okay.
I do not like to brag, but my people have elevated ice cream to an art form. Not merely in taste, but in presentation.
Makes sense.
Each scoop is a mathematically perfect sphere. Anything less is tossed to the dogs. Not that I am complaining about Rafta's offerings, of course. Ice cream is a marvel, even if these scoops are slightly oblate. It is strange, though, the things that make me think suddenly of home. Tell me, Sylvia, are you ever homesick?
I can imagine she's dreams of the days before she was heavily in debt. Does that count? We don't know what family she has at home. We know that her uncle, she sort of was following in her uncle's footsteps and came here with the will. There never really was any mention of friends or family back home. Sure it's only natural or not, I live in the present. I mean, probably to some extent, whenever you travel. you miss where you came from to some extent.
Sure. It's only natural when you've started over in a new place.
Yeah.
Indeed! This is just one more thing we have in common, you and I. And yet, I may feel my connection to home a bit more keenly than most. For a walrus carries with him the voices of his ancestors.
In what way?
What do you mean?
I mean just what I say. Our honored ancestors never leave us, although their mortal forms expire. They live on within us always. They guide us to our great works. They speak to us, and in doing so, offer an inexhaustible wellspring of inspiration!
Okay.
Wow. That must come in handy.
It is the ultimate purpose of my pilgrimage. I must live and breathe my craft so that I reach a heightened spiritual state
Okay.
in which my ancestors may guide me in the creation of a singular work of such majesty. It leaves the world changed forevermore! Ha ha ha!
It's a very bold purpose.
It is for this reason that I work so hard, and yet always am keeping one ear to my muscles.
Your muscles.
Indeed, for that is where the ancestors reside.
In your muscles.
They give guidance not just through words, but through augmenting my natural strength each and every day.
Like they help guide your hands? Or they're making you stronger? Because you seem strong enough. It's a nice sentiment. Your ancestors must have been very impressive. I mean, if your ancestors are what make your muscles so huge, then sure. If that's not on you, that's on them.
Your ancestors must have been very impressive. I mean, look at those muscles.
Nay, I bid you look at them. Look and dare not blink! And thus I hope that you can understand my pursuit of superior artistry, although fervent, is not a matter of ego or avarice.
It's trying to connect with your ancestors and make them proud.
It is, for me, a spiritual endeavor. I put a piece of myself in my every creation.
And I guess to some extent, it's not just trying to live up to your ancestors, but it's also trying to put yourself into the best position you can so that you can guide your descendants. Like, the stronger you are, the better you'll be for those that come after. Assuming I understand the belief.
It's less spiritual for me, but I definitely put my heart into my work.
Then let your customers know. Let them understand that you stand by your craftsmanship. And that you can speak to the individual qualities of each and every potion you create.
Yeah, we are very good at what we do. And we are focused on exactly which ingredients we're choosing to put in. Craftsmanship. 1 cost, raise interest by 6, increase price of potion by 3%. I do like these that, on top of just raising interest, also just raise the price. Because sometimes we can't cross the threshold of the next interest level, and then it feels a bit like a waste. So something that also just raises the price is nice.
I could talk about potion craftsmanship all day. But I'm also happy to admire the artistry of this ice cream.
Truly, it is well done! Ha ha ha!
You were just complaining that it wasn't a perfect sphere.
And I cannot help but think the taste is further elevated by the quality of your company.
Thank you. Oh, Sylvia, you brighten my day. Alright, let's give you a gift. You like fish. You can have a river calamari. Truly, the ancestors shall be moved by this offering. Not enough to rank up, but should have given extra relationship. So then the question is, should I go back home and open my shop or keep leveling people up? And I'm inclined to keep leveling people up. Now, I've always had a question that I've never bothered testing. If traveling to someone to rank them up takes another time slot for the travel and then another time slot for the rank up. Basically, if I travel somewhere and rank up, does it bring me to nighttime? Or at this point, since we've already traveled, can I just go and rank people up until I eventually go back home? I don't know. I guess today is a fine day to find out. So Luna is our lowest ranked, besides Zid, who we can't... Sid, not Zid. I keep trying to, like, Z sound the X, because that's what I'm used to. Like Xavier. Sid. It's more of an S sound. We can't rank her up yet. So let's go to Luna. I do not like goodbyes. We are still in that time slot. Interesting. Very cool. Let's rank you up. What's up?
Tell me more about yourself. I'm curious.
Oh, sure. I have a copy of my CV that you can take with you. It lists everything. Degrees, internships.
I think we were wanting a more personal view of who you are.
It basically starts in kindergarten and keeps going.
Or maybe your CV has all the info we need. I don't mean your credentials. It's good information to have. Yeah, I don't just mean your credentials. It is good information to have, I suppose. But we were hoping to get a more personal view of you.
I don't mean your credentials. I'm curious about you as a person.
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, where do I even start? You stumped me, Sylvia.
Socially awkward people. I can relate.
Well, are you new to town?
Oh, yes. I've only been here a few months. I'd been working for a big marketing firm on the mainland, and I was really good at it.
So you've been here for a few months because we have been here for 10 days. What, 13 days? 12 days? Yeah. A few months does feel short, but it's hard to, like, when you think about how short we've been here, we just started.
But I wanted to branch out and do my own thing. Spread my wings a little, you know? And there's no better place for that than Rafta.
Yeah?
I don't have to tell you that, though, do I? We're both here to find success on our own terms. I confess I know quite a bit about you. I do my homework on potential clients, you see.
Makes sense. Learn anything interesting or ooh, my very own stalker? I mean, learn anything interesting seems like a very normal question. That's probably the romance option, if there is one. Sure.
Ooh, my very own stalker. I like it.
Just flirt with everyone.
Sylvia, don't tease me, I'll blush.
You do in fact blush.
I only did some light digging. It's good business sense to know who I'm going to be working with. But more than that, I think of marketing at its best as a tool for elevating worthy people and ideas. You might not be the most lucrative or stable client I could pursue,
Wow.
Hard to argue with that.
but you have so much potential for success, Sylvia. You've got skill and ambition, and from what I can tell, you like what you do.
Yeah, all true.
If I can help give you a boost towards success, then I feel like I'm using my own talents for good, and maybe even having a positive impact on your life.
Thank you.
That's refreshingly big-hearted.
Oh, don't be fooled. I can be a total mercenary when I need to be.
Welcome to marketing.
But I'll work hard for you, Sylvia, if you'll let me. I'll even give you more pointers in case they're helpful. For instance, as young business owners, we have stressful lives. But keep in mind, stress doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Are you going to give us some way to make stress not terrible for us? Because all I've got right now is the meditate cards that are not amazing to try and reduce my stress.
You don't have to let the anxiety of the job sweep you away. You can lean into it and ride it like a wave instead.
Lean into it. Raise interest by 3 for every 5 points of current stress level. Discard 1 card at random. Wow. So if we're at a point where our stress is getting really high in a day, we could swap this card in to turn it into a very valuable card. I don't think I want to have... because this doesn't get rid of all the negative points of stress. Like, we'd still get worthless cards that are doubling our stress and whatnot. This just means that if we have high stress, we could have this card be valuable. Ugh.
A positive spin on stress? I like that.
It's an interesting choice. Definitely not going to be something that just lives in my deck all the time.
Helping people see things in a new light is all a part of the job. And I'm good at what I do. I mean, just look at that CV, Sylvia. It's a thing of beauty.
Also, I noticed we can only do 1 marketing. So we purchased the ice tonics. And now we don't have any other... we can't do multiple. Like with Roxanne, we had the option to buy multiple of her enhancements. Alright, let's level someone else up. Which I guess would be Baptiste or Roxanne. Because we're only going to get time for 1 more. Right? I'm losing track. We traveled, we leveled up again, a 3rd level up, and then travel home to be here. I think. Let's go with Roxanne. She's lower leveled. I don't know if I want to enchant because we're only going to open the shop once today. Also, that's all of my money. Oh, max of 1 enchantment per day. It seemed like we were able to do multiple, but maybe I was wrong about that. We can't rank up with you. Interesting. Well, I'll give you a gift while we're here. You like gems, if I recall? Yes, you like gems. We'll give you one of these. Ooh, it sparkles. You're still not ready to rank up. Well, then I mean, I could take the time to hang out. But I'd rather not. We can rank up with you. So we shall. Certainly.
Forgive the sheen of dampness upon my brow, Sylvia.
That's the second person who's talked about having a sweaty brow from hard work.
I've been applying more than a little elbow grease around the guild hall today.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, it isn't anything too arduous. At the moment, I'm just giving the hero's achievements an overdue polish.
Okay.
No pressure, but you can help out if you like.
Baptiste shows Sylvia an array of trophies plated in gold, silver, bronze, and platinum. She takes a rag and works her way down the line, figuring she'll meet Baptiste at the midway point. As she polishes, she reads the various engravings. Slime Buster, kill 5 slimes. Slime Slayer, kill 50 slimes. Slime Bane, kill 500 slimes.
That one must take ages to earn.
It's a useful motivational tool. Some of these heroes are real trophy chasers.
Sylvia notices Baptiste has polished only a single trophy in the time she's polished 3. Not that he's slacking, his one trophy gleams brighter than any of Sylvia's. It's probably shinier than the day it was made. Baptiste, it seems, is a perfectionist. If so, he has his work cut out for him here. It does not surprise me that he's a perfectionist.
Oh, thank you for your assistance today, Sylvia. Although I can't help but feel this task is only the smallest drop in the bucket.
Yeah. Also, he's probably gonna have to go back over the ones that you polished to make them shine like the ones he's been working on.
Can I ask you, if you don't mind, to rate our cleanliness?
Okay.
Be brutally honest now. What do you think of the state of the guild hall?
I think it's probably fine. I could eat off these floors. Could be better, could be worse. It's pretty filthy in here. I mean, we don't actually have any information on that. But if Baptiste is regularly cleaning at this level, I doubt they're that filthy, because any major problems would be cleaned up right away. And even other adventurers, we know Mint went around not cleaning, but sanding and baby-proofing the guild hall. So if adventurers do regularly do what they can to help out, it's probably not bad. I'm gonna go with I could eat off these floors, which is gross. I would not eat off of any floors, but it's a positive viewpoint. And Baptiste is a perfectionist, so it might be close to true.
I could eat off these floors. It's so clean in here.
I wish you wouldn't, and I'm not sure I fully believe you. It's this place. It just seems to attract dirt no matter how much I clean.
I mean, part of that's probably the adventurers. They go out into the various bogs and whatnot, and probably don't fully scrub themselves down to be perfectly clean before they walk into the guild hall with whatever's still on their boots.
But I've got bad news for dirt. I don't back down from a challenge.
Also, just thinking about it, with his noble background, it is a surprise that he would be that comfortable and willing to essentially be a maid, a cleaner, like, rather than just trying to get someone else to do it, that he's willing to put in the work himself. It's not the standard noble fare, and I approve.
If I wanted things easy, I wouldn't have petitioned for this job.
Because he could have just been the face for the guild hall, just managing the various heroes. But instead, he's actually getting in and putting in physical labor. A significant amount of it. I'm impressed. Tell me more.
Why did you want this job anyway? You must have had a lot of options.
Fewer options than you might expect. For while it's true I'm the son of a duke, I am, in fact, the third son of a duke. My father liked to call us the heir, the spare, and the stand over there.
Yeah, third son doesn't get much of an inheritance. So, a game I played on my own free time, it's been a while, but Crusader Kings. And people in that game regularly, like the community regularly likes to talk about having an heir and a spare. So I'm used to those terms, the stand over there. It's fun.
My brothers had ready-made roles waiting for them with the Heroes Guild's main office. Prestigious positions, but cushy to the point of being almost purely ceremonial.
Which is what I would typically expect. Sort of a ceremonial, cushy head position, not someone who's manually scrubbing trophies and floors.
My choices were to be third in command there, to be comfortable but utterly superfluous, or to come here, where the guild still faces legitimate and significant challenges.
Understandable.
What sorts of challenges? I had the impression things were going smoothly.
That's the official line. But this island is all but overrun with strange creatures, many of which don't appear in any bestiary. So we have our work cut out for us, and it's dangerous work.
Okay. I mean, at least for the heroes we've sent out, they've all made it back well enough. Not overly upset by the tasks we've given them.
My recruitment drive has attracted some well-known old-timers and a few promising up-and-comers. But we're losing people faster than we're gaining them.
To death, or just not wanting to keep doing this because of the danger is not worth the pay?
I didn't realize the mortality rate was so high.
Yeah.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I'm not talking about anything so dire as that.
Okay, so they're not dying, they're just choosing not to continue.
I mean, certainly some of our recruits have been eaten or melted, but it's quite a small percentage.
Wow, okay.
The real issue is retention. It's been difficult to attract good talent, and near impossible to hold on to it.
Well, Mint's getting up there in level, and Zid's already decently high level.
but I remain undeterred. I'll fill our ranks with the best and the brightest. I'll achieve and surpass the standards set by generations of heroic endeavor. And blasted, I will get that stain out of the table runner! You just watch me!
Sure. You got a lot on your plate. I like a man with conviction. I do. I appreciate the effort you're putting in here. And that you didn't just go with the simple, cushy job where you wouldn't have to do anything just as a third son.
I like a man with conviction. I can see you're very passionate.
And I'm more than willing to share my passions with others. People think they know what to expect from someone of my demeanor. That only makes it easier to pull the rug out. Maybe you could try a bit of subversion in your own negotiations.
I'm wondering, like, when he first got here, he said he was being pranked and hazed by the various heroes. I'm curious if, after they've seen the effort he's put into the guild, if they still feel that way about him. Or have they grown to appreciate him? Subvert. Raise interest by 4. Remove 1 random customer buff. Ugh. Well, I guess customer buffs are... because we apply debuffs to customers. Just wondering if they all fit into the same category and there's a chance this could remove some bonus that we have applied. Like the plant the seed or I think sentiment are both considered being applied to the customer rather than us. That's something I probably need to test.
Sounds fun.
It can be. So get out there and put the screws to your customers.
Not literally.
Unless you're in the mood for a bit more scrubbing first.
We've already given you a gift, right? No? You liked flowers, yes. I have no flowers. Well, sorry, man. I could give you something else. I've written down that you also like essence, but I think essence... oh, essence are these. Okay. I scarcely deserve such a thoughtful gift. Well, it seems like he still likes it. So even though it wasn't marked down as the thing he likes the most, he seems to like it well enough. I think at this point we need to travel home, and that will put us in that time slot. Probably. I could probably buy a couple of random knickknacks from Quinn, but I'm fine. Let's just head home. Our potions should be ready. Yes, we've made it tonight. Let's bottle them up. Greater ice tonics. Just 2 stars. But they're going to be worth a fortune tomorrow. And greater mana potions. 1 star. Okay. Would be good to consider the... is it drowsiness and shadow that we need for the final area? Do I have anything that gives E? Let's just clear all of those. What do I have that gives E? Nothing. Okay, we found an ingredient that could give E, but we don't have any of it. So I can't make that yet, but we could get some drowsiness. Although maybe it's smarter to just build up some more sight enhancers, since we've seen that both Sid and Mint have enough potion slots, at least with the places we've been recently, that they could use another one. So if I did a sight enhancer, we're looking for red, green, and yellow. Hopefully in large quantities. That's so much green, and we do need lots of green. Do do I want to go to the other cauldron? I guess the question is, what potion do I want as my second? We've got more mana. Possibly I should build more health. Yeah. I'm thinking more health. We've got a good amount of mana for the time being. So then the question will be, do I want to use the... I think I'll use this cauldron for the sight enhancer. We'll get 3 sight enhancers as our maximum, but we can use our really high quality ingredients. And then for the other cauldron, we have a smaller Magimin limit, but a greater number of ingredients, which I think will work fine for the health potion. That's the plan. So here we're going for high Magimin with a low number of ingredients. What do I have that gives a good amount of red? You. Because if I can balance things out, so we're getting a good amount of each of the ingredient types. I mean, I could just, rather than going with the balanced things, go with something like that. If that's at 40, we want these at 30. But I probably could go a bit higher still. Because just adding a 6 ingredient for each seems a little simple. We do have a U that would raise it up again. Just the yellow and red. Pretty sure throwing in another one of these is going to be way too much green. Like, we're going to have such a hard time balancing that out, but we can try. If we went with something like that, if you are at 80, that means we need to get these to 60, so we need 12 each. Is that what this was? Yes, it is, actually. Well, how about that? I mean, it's not that the perfectly balanced actually gains me anything if we're going to use this rather than sell it. Because it's still a greater sight enhancer. That could potentially become a 2-star. This costs an ingredient of some value, not hugely so, that takes us to a guaranteed 4, possibly 5-star. I'm gonna do it. So we'll plan on you. And if I put in that'll get us down to 4 time slots, so it'll be ready in the morning, which is probably what I'm going to want to do. For our other cauldron here, we were thinking of doing more healing potions. And in that case, we want A and B in hopefully even-ish amounts. I don't have a 24 green. But that's fine. We'll use a couple of those for a huge green, and then a bunch of these for a lot of red. Oh, that's actually gotten us to our limit. Okay. Too much. Clearly. Huh. We are 8 off. So I could go there. Now we need 10 more. 10 is a bit harder to pull off. We want something that's a bit lopsided. If we went with something like you, now we're just 2 off, which is still complex, but we do have some 6 and some 8 ingredients. So if I put in, we need a bit more red. So I need an 8-point red and a 6-point green. And that gets us perfectly balanced. Nearly maxed out on Magimans. So yeah, this is going to be a 3-star, possibly 4-star grader. And then 1 piece of wood. And that'll also get this to a brew time of 4. I think that'll be good. So let's brew you. We'll go to the other one. I don't know why I need to leave and come back to start the other brew. That feels like a bit of a bug. Like just something that should have been handled better with the UI. And then deck builder. We gained a bunch of cards. So what do I really care about? That I'm not using. Raise interest by 6, increase the price of the potion by 3. I definitely want you. Plant the seed's very good, but it's also situational. Pump up's nice. Enthusiasm's very good. I mean, I hate that it costs 3, but I almost always use it, particularly if we can get sympathy or pump up or something else, because it's so big that it counts for so much. That's a good shield. An opener to apply interest and sympathy. It's nice. Not crazy about it. Sleight of hand was good. You're okay. Don't need you. And then another shield option. Shields are good. Let's start there. I don't think I need any of yours, unfortunately. This is a guaranteed opener, I think, assuming I'm understanding what that means. Can only be played at the start of the transaction, raise interest by 4, and apply sympathy. And I don't think I'm going to go with lean into it at the moment. You're fine, and I might put you back in. Remove 1 random buff. I think I want to watch what buffs the customers have to decide if I think that's worth it or not. And then Jingle was what? 2 less patience. Yeah, I don't really care about that either. So I guess Subvert or Flattery. I was wanting to look at you, actually. We used it quite a bit when it was in, so I'm tempted by that. Yeah, we'll go with that. We didn't get another shelf, so I can't do anything there. Can I actually... Oh, I thought I'd have to buy these to use them. We can buy improvements that give bonuses, but we can just still showcase stuff anyway. Interesting. All right. Well, what are my highest quality potions or highest cost? I guess it's you. So let's put our best stuff on display to attract customers. We want to save the Greater Ice Tonic because that's going to be worth a lot tomorrow. I might sell the Thunder Tonics because we're probably not going to be rushing back to the Lightning place right away. Granted, I don't know that we're going to be going back to the fireplace ever again either because we're at better gear. Like, the ingredients we get from here are not great. I guess I can get rid of the common, actually. I don't know when I would ever want to use the common thunder as opposed to the greater thunder. Do I want to just sell off all of my lowest tiered gear? I mean, I could. It's not the best way to make money, which is why I'm here, is to make money. But we could make money tomorrow with the Greater Ice Tonics. Maybe. Because I could save these in case we get more events that are trying to... where people want specific potions. But the chances are, from what we've seen, most of them want specific positive traits that these might not... that might not match what we have. So holding on to them for that purpose seems silly. Yeah. Though, if that's the case, if we're just caring about getting rid of stuff we don't need, probably the poison cure is also something we're not going to need again. If that's the case, maybe that's the route we go. It's funny, this shelf gives bonuses to basic potions and I'm not selling any, but that's because the basic potions seem quite valuable. So, did we get recipes for any other basic potions? We did, right. I was like, I'm still only remembering these two. Retrieve more loot. Reduce the time required to complete the current adventure. I need to find out which is better for more loot. Either the stamina potion or the sight enhancer. Because this feels like it's more of the carrying capacity, but we haven't run up against that at all. And I don't care about helping the hero get done with their adventure sooner. Okay. Let's open our shop for our last 2 time slots. I think that's where we're at. And we're ignoring these 2 custom orders at this point. You must be eager to call tonight. I'll be quick. Passionate hero. Potion seller. Only your strongest potion will do. We drew 2 elevator pitches? I guess I only want 1 in my deck if they're guaranteed to be in the opening hand, and so I'm guaranteed to draw both in the opening hand. Apply sympathy for 1 turn, which doesn't really help because I'm not wanting to close. And I didn't... Okay. Having both in the deck was a bad call. Now we know. It's raising interest by 5, which isn't even gonna... It's just gonna break through your shield. And sympathy would go away at the end of this turn. No, this is just a wasted turn. None of these cards help. That was terrible. My life is in your hand, Potion Maker. We already drew tension at 2% stress. Come on. Let's plant the seed. You aren't planning to stress me out, but I could still raise some interest, so at least I'm making some progress. Or I could have just ended turn because we've got plant the seed and kept the patience. That may have been a better call. I don't know. And what if I get all the way out there and it doesn't work? We make good potions. Everyone will tell you that. Okay, we can do a pump up into... what? I guess craftsmanship? Technically, we could do a pump up sympathy into craftsmanship, but that feels like a lot on something that's only raising interest by 6. So let's skip both of those. We don't need the shield, so we'll just do craftsmanship. And then another plant this seed. And end turn. No rush, but there are monsters stalking this town as we speak. We only have 2 patients left, so we're probably done here. And we do have a sleight of hand to close it out. So I can only do things that cost 1, so I could do sympathy. I guess that's what I'll do. Sympathy and sleight of hand. What a pleasant outcome. Come back soon. Your hours are a little erratic. Yeah, sorry. I need to know more about this potion before I can make a decision. Double elevator pitch again. Oh. Yep, it was again stuff that didn't help. That was just a waste of one of the patients. Because I didn't break through your shield. And you don't... I'm thinking less of this elevator pitch at the moment. If I had cards that were actually doing something, it would feel better, but twice now. Certainly the second elevator pitch in my starting hand has not helped me. It looks diluted to my eye. It's definitely not. Captivate. Double enthusiasm. I'm gonna gain 1 less shield. Oh, okay. We don't need that, so it's fine. Enjoy my enthusiasm. And raise interest by 2. We're 1 point away from maxing you out. Excellent. If you keep me here much longer, the potion will expire. Captivate again. We can do flattery. Which makes it worth 15% more? Yeah, I think flattery is going to be our best. And then if I raise interest by 1 minimum, it'll close you out. So I don't get in trouble for reaching 0. Ha! Just as I'd intended. Yeah, you paid way over what that potion was worth. Hey, Sid. I've got a song stuck in my head, not one of mine. This potion's got a real stage presence. Hey, at least this one, we have proper interest that we can gain. So raise interest by 5 and give sympathy. Okay. Not confident that that's a great card. I should really be getting back to the guild hall. Hold on, I'll find my groove. More tension. Let's do a pump up into enthusiasm. And sleight of hand to close it out. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
That's all of them, for now. I wonder what rich people do at night. The answer's probably not sweeping.
Have you heard what people are saying about Corsac?
No.
That he's recognized my superiority and wants to drop out of the competition?
Probably not.
Not quite. They're saying he single-handedly wrestled a sandworm into submission, then surgically removed its vestigial heart before releasing it back into the wild.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what I said.
There's more. The next day, he stalked a cyclopean hare back to its burrow, where he sung it into a sleep so deep he was able to remove 3 cavity-ridden teeth while it slept.
He sung it into a sleep so deep he was able to remove teeth? Wow. Having had my wisdom teeth removed, where I wasn't put to sleep, it is definitely a painful experience. The numbing didn't go all the way through. The idea of just being sung to sleep and having teeth removed would be impressive.
The hare had been attacking travelers, but liberated from tooth decay, it's now docile as could be. In summary, he's strong, he's brave, and he never takes a life unless he has to. He doesn't even pluck a flower unless he can plant 2 seeds to take its place.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's great. In fact, it gives me an idea.
Does it?
You want to watch the counter while I go wrestle sandworms?
No, that's a terrible idea.
I hope you jest.
Oh, I just real hard. There's no way I can hunt down my own ingredients.
Yeah.
Perhaps not. But there are avenues you've yet to explore.
I mean, you need to market yourself better. He's definitely getting out there that he's very environmentally friendly to try and win that crowd.
I wouldn't admit this to just anyone, but I do maintain some of my shadier contacts, including a pair of merchants with wares you can't find anywhere else.
Interesting.
And if they happen to sell those wares to an interested consumer directly from the docks, then they are able to avoid Rafta's rather tedious import taxes and pass the savings on to you.
Quinn had us meet a shady contact at the docks. Wondering if this is the same individual.
You're talking about smuggling.
Well, they are pirates, darling. You should go and meet them before passing judgment. Look for salt and pepper. I'm sure a clever thing like you will be able to discern who is who.
Sure. So we've got a new contact, I guess. We do need to keep these in mind. We're still plenty of days away, so I don't need to focus on it. We can make greater ice tonics, we can make greater sight enhancers. I haven't looked into speed potions yet, but I'm sure we can pull it off. But if we want to go up to whatever tier is above greater, like we did last time, something to keep in mind, though we probably will need a better cauldron to pull that off.
I could swear I just cleaned these floors.
You cleaned them last night.
It's your lucky day, Sylvia.
Yeah?
Your sad, solitary spinsterhood is finally at an end.
Wow.
I'm not any of those things. You know that, right?
Fine, but I think we can agree that this shop needs some more life. And I've got just the thing.
Okay.
I found a rescue animal, and I think your shop would be her perfect forever home.
I have a mascot animal for my shop. It's Owl.
What? Really? I don't know, Quinn. I've already got Owl lurking around here somewhere, and there's so much on my plate right now.
Well, I can't keep her. Boxer's too territorial. Besides, it's sort of a done deal. I already set her up outside. And I don't think you'll have much luck moving her. For a mimic, Vendi is a big girl.
Oh, you got me a mimic.
I've never had a mimic before.
Mimics are the best. They're territorial, mostly stationary, surprisingly vicious.
That's not selling it on a good pet.
But even by mimic standards, Vendi is especially awesome. She's basically a vending machine, with teeth.
Okay.
A vending machine could be useful.
How? What? Explain.
Yeah, no kidding. You've only got so many shelves. You want to make some room? Sell a potion at a fixed price? Skip all the hassle?
Lose out on all of the bonuses for haggling?
You just put that potion in Vendy, sit back, and relax.
Okay, you've won me over. But I'm putting Vendy to work.
Okay, so for some of those low-priced potions that we still had kicking around that we sold last night, theoretically, we could throw those into Vendy to have more time to sell good potions. Gotcha. Because the haggling we gain on the gold we gain extra for haggling on a lower valued potion isn't nearly as good as the gold we gain on a high value potion, percentage-wise.
That's good. She was born for this kind of work.
Keep in mind...
I've never seen a mimic so unlikely to dismember someone.
I hope you're right about that.
Yeah, well, maybe keep an eye out for fingernails in her droppings, just to be sure.
Quinn, you're so strange. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here. Next time, we will pick up with, what is this, day 14, if I'm remembering? Doesn't show it here. But yeah, we'll see you guys then. Bye.